Breaking news: Labour Party lawyers storm Inec office to inspect election materials. Governors give Malami Emefiele Tuesday ultimatum to obey Supreme Court's order. On a train crash, father of slain copper reveals Naira scarcity made daughter board staff boss. Old notes remain legal tender, Sonlu tell Lagosians. And lastly, Emefiele breaks silence, denies plotting against Tinubu. Let's take a look at the news in detail. Following its dissatisfaction with the outcome of the just concluded presidential election, the legal team of the Labour Party has arrived at the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Abuja to inspect materials. According to reports, the team are currently meeting with officials of the commission. The meeting with INEC officials, which is being held at the Commission's national headquarters, is aimed at commencing the process of inspection of electoral materials used for the February 25th presidential election. The team, with about 60 lawyers, was led by Dr. Levi Uzouku. They are expected to brief journalists after. On Malami and the governors, state governments which sued the federal government on the Naira redesign policy have given the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, SAN, and the Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele till Tuesday to comply with the order of the Supreme Court on the currency. The state governments threatened to file contempt charges against the two top officials on Tuesday should they fail to obey the Apex Court, which ordered that the old 1,000 naira, 500 naira, and 200 naira should be in circulation alongside the new notes till December 31st, 2023. Over 1 week after the court handed down the order, the AGF and the CBN have kept mum over the verdict. Their silence has emboldened Nigerians and businesses to reject the old notes as legal tender. According to reports, the federal government had been served with the enrolled order and certified true copy of the Supreme Court judgment ordering the use of old notes as legal tender for 10 months. On the slain copper, Mr. Femi Aina, the father of a National Youth Service Corps member, Aurelua, who was one of those who died in the Lagos train crash, has said the lingering Naira scarcity contributed to the unfortunate situation that led to his daughter's unfortunate death. Last Thursday, the Lagos State government staff bus collided with a train in the PWD area of the state, leading to the death of some passengers and with many hospitalized after suffering severe injuries. In an interview with reporters, Aina said his daughter did not usually board the staff bus every day, but did not have enough cash on her on that fateful day. According to reports, the Naira scarcity following the redesign of the old 200 Naira, 500 Naira, and 1,000 Naira notes by the Central Bank of Nigeria has pushed many Nigerians to hardships. The Supreme Court has, however, invalidated the new Naira redesign policy initiated by the federal government on the grounds that it was not done with due consultation and in line with constitutional provisions. The Apex Court on March 3rd ordered that the old Naira notes shall continue to be used side by side with the new Naira notes till December 31st, 2023. But the Central Bank has yet ordered banks to accept the old Naira notes as legal tender. On Sonlu, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sonlu, on Monday said the old Naira notes remain legal tender in the state. Sonlu, in a statement signed by Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, called on business owners, especially retailers, to accept the old 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes in line with the Supreme Court judgment that the currency remains legal tender until December 31st, 2023. Recall that the Supreme Court had invalidated the Naira redesign policy initiated by the federal government on the grounds that it was not done with due consultation and in line with the constitutional provisions. Consequently, the Apex Court ordered that the old Naira notes shall continue to be used side by side with the new Naira notes till December 31st, 2023. In line with the Supreme Court's ruling, the Lagos State government also asked all its agencies not to reject the old notes. The statement reads, the Lagos State government has noted the hardship sparked by the Naira design policy, which has affected businesses and commercial activities. There is no reason to reject the old note, going by the Supreme Court judgment delivered on March 3rd, 2023. And Emefiele, the Central Bank of Nigeria has said the story published by a Nigerian Newspaper Monday, 13th of March 2023 edition, alleging that the governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, has launched a fresh plot against President-elect is fake news. A statement signed by the acting director of corporate communications CBN, Isa Abdulmunim, noted that the aforementioned story